Let's put this thing in motion. Don't act tuned into the notion. Let's get it. Shout out to the Notion gang. Warm it up though. Y'all know what time it is. We in here. So let's not even act right now like we ain't, coming off of some great things. We gotta remind these people. Again, I hope y'all caught my last video. I do want to apologize. I know, I'm working through some things right now. So I'm working through the lighting. I'm working through, trying to get my graphics right, all that stuff. So again, this is, it's a new channel. I'm trying to start this movement. Y'all gonna see me grow. Y'all gonna watch this thing pop off. But at the end of the day, we're gonna talk about a lot of things within this division. And I hope that y'all gonna stay tuned in, because regardless, whether you tune in or not, we still gonna talk about it. But I hope you could go ahead and add your opinion, add your value, add what you think, because that generates discussion. And that's what we all about on this channel. We're going to go ahead and talk about what we need to talk about to get through these things, because it's going to be a long year. I'm going to tell you right now, we already know who's running in division, but, I guess we got other people that think otherwise. So I need to hear about that. And that's real. So without further ado, let's go and talk about some things. There's some things I want to go ahead and lay out. First things first, let's talk about putting this division in order. And when I say division in order, really though, I mean, we already got the #1 spot. So the rest of the division, they need to figure that out. Now I'm talking about the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. So let's go and talk a little bit about that. I'll go ahead and give you some of my opinions and some of my reviews on the teams and how I feel about them. And some things might shock you, because honestly, I'm not sold on the Cowboys winning, coming in 2nd place. For damn sure they ain't coming in 1st, but 2nd place, I don't know. I got a notion on that it might be somebody else. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that. We're going to lay out why I feel that way. Let's go and get to it. Philly Notion, you tuned in with the boy. All right, so we back off the warm-up. We're going to go ahead and put this division in order. We already know what teams is in the division. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the separation amongst the men, and the boys. Now, we already know we on some grown man stuff out here in Philly. So let's go ahead and put us #1, because we run this thing. Now, how I give my breakdown, I break it down by all elements of the game, and it's top down. And when I say top down, I mean I'm starting from the owner. I'm talking about the GM. I'm talking about your coach. And then I'm talking about your quarterback. So we're going to have to give a breakdown of everything in the division, because we already know we got the best top-down staff in the division. But, since we're going to go ahead and talk about it, let's talk about it. So #1, Philly, of course. Okay, let's talk about our owner, Jeffrey Lurie. Okay, he handles his business, gives us every resource that we need to be successful. I mean, what else can an owner do? Our owner ain't in the media. He don't need interviews and, Like, he don't need the public hype. He don't need all that. Our owner's real chill, real calm, collective. That's the way an owner needs to be. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about these Dallas Cowboys second. Okay, who's their owner? Jerry Jones. Okay, this man got the flick of the wrist. I'm going to tell you that. Like, this man signing checks all day, straight up, like, the whole team paid. I'll give him that. But as far as running an actual organization, cut it out. Y'all all know what time it is. We're going to get to some other things later. That's the reason why Dallas got some problems. But let's go and move on to the next team in the division, which is what? Let's talk about the Giants. Who are the Giants owners, right? So I had to look this one up just to make sure I was on point with my stuff. And, of course, the Giants, they got 2 owners. So they confused off top. They got 2 owners. They got, I think his name is John Mara and Steve Tisch or something like that. I mean, when you look at that right there, that's just confusion. You know what I'm saying? That's just arguments waiting to happen. No, I don't want this person. Yeah, I do want this person. I guess we're going to have to rock, paper, scissors this out and figure out what we're going to do. That don't make no kind of sense. So that just tell you right now, the organization is confused. Don't let these Giants, fans and all this gossip about the Giants confuse y'all, because they don't know what's going on. So they confused. Let's move on next to the Washington Redskins. Really don't have too much to say about the Washington Redskins. let me pause real quick, just because I know the Redskins, first off, I don't see nothing about the Redskins. The Redskins is like, they under the rug. We don't hear nothing about the Redskins. So I had to do a little bit of research just to try to get familiar with, what's their operation, because I don't even know. So first and foremost, pretty much the Redskins, they got Daniel Snyder, okay, as they owner. This man sound like he kicked up in a coot right now, because I ain't, I don't really know what he doing. I mean, maybe he's making moves, I can't tell you when he, brought some success to the team. So I don't know what to tell you about no Dan Snyder beyond, he up there kicking it in the booth right now getting paid. So Dan Snyder, you keep doing your thing, but your team is
hella trash.
Big facts. All right. And then what? Lastly, I think we done already talked about the Cowboys. We talked about the Redskins. We talked about the Giants. And then we talked about the Eagles. We know who run, you know what I'm saying, the owners, at least. We know who running that. There shouldn't be no question. All right. So next topic we're going to talk about is these GMs. Now, we already know off top who got the best GM in the division. Howie. Eagles all day. Okay, you got to understand Howie makes the moves that nobody anticipates. You know what I'm saying? He be in the, he be the one in the back, making them sly phone calls like, hey, we going to set this up. We going to set this up. Ain't nobody going to know about it. And then we just going to hit the world with it like, hey, we just pulled off Jay Ajayi, or hey, we just went off and snatched up Darius Slay. Like, the man is a genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, things that you don't think of, he's going to make happen. So flexible with the cap. I mean, cap genius. Can't speak enough about Howie. Again, brought us the championship Lombardi trophy in 2017. So I don't know what else to say about your GM or about our GM, that highlights. I mean, yeah, we trust our GM, I mean, some things may have a scratch in our head. I ain't no cap. I saw the Jalen Hurts pick. Yeah, I was a little confused, but at the end of the day, I know how we got a plan. And all these speed demons he didn't put on a roster is about to be real official. And y'all really about to find out. But we're going to talk about that on another episode. For real. But yeah, bottom line, y'all know what time it is. Best GM in the division, Howie Roseman. Salute. So let's go ahead and move on next. Let's talk about these Dallas Cowboys, which again, I think I just mentioned, they got bigger problems. So when you know you got problems is when your owner is your GM. Jerry Jones again is your GM. He making your financial decisions and your organization decisions. That makes no kind of sense. Y'all are stuck in this purgatory because of your owner, and y'all know that. So let's go ahead and put the facts out there. There ain't no talking about who got the best GM in the division, because y'all definitely ain't no kind of runner-up. To be honest, I might honestly take, I don't know. I probably ain't gonna take the Giants, Dave Gettleman, you know what I'm saying, or the Washington Redskins owner either. So whatever. Y'all all trash. Hella trash. Anyways, let's go and move on next to the Giants. So we got the Giants running they GM staff. They got what? Dave Gettleman. Okay. I'm still scratching my head to this day off of Dave Gettleman. I mean, he been making some real slick moves, sending Dave Beckham off to Cleveland, sending that boy, what's that safety, Landon Collins, off to the Redskins, picking up sorry picks. It ain't working out. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, the Giants is going to have to check themselves and be like, look, our GM's a problem. We need to get rid of him. But, hey, that ain't my problem, because we got the best GM in the division, Howie. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on next. So we talked about Dallas. I think we talked a little bit about the Giants. Let's talk a little bit about, Washington? So Washington, again, I'm a little rusty with Washington because Washington
is hella trash.
So Washington, they got some cat named Bruce Allen. Again, he must be kicking it in the coop, getting paid, flicking wrists, because I ain't never heard of this man. I ain't never heard of no success from this man. I mean, I heard of him. I think he was in, maybe Tampa Bay or something like that before he came over. But yeah, garbage, hella trash, straight up. So yeah, that's pretty much all the GMs in the division. We talked about, Jerry, trash. I don't know why he an owner and a GM. We talked about Dave Gettleman and his sloppy picks. We know what time that is. And then we talked about what is it, Bruce Allen, which uh, irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Until you bring some kind of success, you irrelevant. And then we got the GOAT Howie. So right now we 2 for 2. 2 for 2. So next talking on, let's go and talk about these Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys, okay, y'all need to thank us. For real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we packaged the whole resignation package for Jason Garrett, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? We had to handle up for y'all to give y'all hope this year. Finally y'all picked up McCarthy, and because y'all think he won a Super Bowl, he about to save your team. Cut it out.
Cut it out.
But anyways, we gave y'all hope. Y'all need to be thanking us, okay? I mean, I ain't gonna knock McCarthy, you know what I'm saying? Maybe give him some years down the road, but I'm gonna tell you what, ain't nothing happening within your first year. For damn sure ain't nothing happening this year. Next year, ain't nothing happening. Maybe in 3 years, we'll see what he put around him and, what his plan is by then. But by then, yeah, we ain't really worried about all that. We gonna make our own moves, so we gonna be good. So yeah, secondly, we're gonna talk about what? That's McCarthy. I really ain't scared of McCarthy. He can catch this work. We gonna see him. First of all, what's really gonna hurt y'all is that y'all ain't got this off season. So y'all right now, y'all slacking at home. All the players right now sitting on their couches. Well, maybe they probably just went out to start throwing some stuff, but I guarantee you they wasn't running that playbook. And the Eagles, we already know the playbook, so we ain't got nothing to run. So, anyways, that's my point on Dallas. Let's go move on to the next coach in the division, which is Ron Rivera. Okay, Ron Rivera. Again, you play for the Redskins. I know you came from Carolina. I know it's on your resume. You went to a Super Bowl, but you lost. You took that L. So let's go ahead and put that out there. No respect. No respect. At the end of the day, when you got the Super Bowl right there and you can't figure out that way to win it, man, move on. Anyways, Washington, they stuck. They'll probably get better. I mean, honestly, they'll get better, but they definitely ain't making no noise this year. We'll see what it's looking like in 2 or 3 years, just like Dallas. But right now, this year, nah, y'all could go ahead and scratch that. Y'all out of there. All right, next, let's go ahead and talk about these Giants. So, honestly, we don't know what Joe Judge is about to bring to this league. This is a new experience, so we about to find out what Joe Judge is about to bring. I mean, how I got it shaken out, which we're going to talk about in a minute, Joe Judge might be an anomaly because I don't know what he's about to bring to this league. I mean, I ain't going to lie. When we got Doug Peterson at first, I was like, what? Doug Peterson? Okay, let's see what this movement finna look like. But I found out he came from the Andy Reid tree, which you already know. A. Reid, that's the man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Peterson, he had a different kind of resume. I really ain't know what he was doing because I think the last thing I read about Peterson at the time was he was coming from like coaching high school or something like that. That was scary. But Joe Judge, I mean, he got a pretty decent resume. So we're going to see what he bring. But first year, he ain't even installed the plays. They defense is atrocious. Everything else looking up is bad. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts.
Hella trash.
So, yeah, we're going to see how that work. Again, he might be an anomaly. He might, we'll see what he do. But right now, I ain't got the confidence. I got to see it. I really got to see it. So, yeah, that's the coaches in the division. Again, y'all know who run the division with coaches. Dougie P. Put some respect on it. 2017 champ in the building. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on next to these quarterbacks, which I know y'all want to talk about. Let's talk about these quarterbacks. All right, let's go and talk about these quarterbacks real quick. So, we already know who got the best quarterback in the division. Should there be any question? But since there is, we're going to go ahead and talk about it. We know we got Carson Wentz. Best quarterback in the division. The only thing anybody can ever say about Carson Wentz is injury. right? But let's go ahead and even the playing field for everybody. Because I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Everybody in the National Football League could get hurt at any moment.
Any moment.
Okay, so let's go ahead and not try to act like Dak all Teflon. Let's try to act like Danny Jones ain't all Teflon, Dwayne Haskins Teflon. Okay, yeah, that sound cute right now. That sound cute right now. Y'all just better invest in a backup plan. Cause, that's what we do out in Philly. We know, at any given moment, any of our players can get hurt. You know what I'm saying? From the quarterback down. So we plan accordingly for them things. So without further ado, when we talking about this quarterback breakdown, we talking about healthiness. So healthy quarterbacks in the division, we're going to go ahead and throw it up there. Carson Wentz. Okay. Second quarterback. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, who I'm going to put up there is probably going to shock y'all, but I'm going to go ahead and put up there Daniel Jones. And the reason why I say that is because I don't think we've seen his ceiling yet. Now, don't get it twisted now. Now, the Giants organization, I think, is going to be the reason why he's not going to be successful. But the man's got some talent. I think, and the reason why I'm saying this is because the man was throwing, I think, like, Darius Slayton last year. He was throwing, like, Sterling Shepard, Ingram. Like, yeah, he really ain't have a whole full cast of just weapons. So I'm not going to slouch on Danny to act like, he's straight just all the way trash. I mean, his ceiling is a lot higher, I think, than any of the other quarterbacks in the division. So moving right along to, let's go ahead and move to third, which I'll go ahead and put Dak up there. But the only reason why I'm putting Dak third is because of the simple fact that I think he's declining. I mean, we saw his ceiling. We saw how good Dak can be. Can he repeat that? I don't think so. I mean, especially this year, he gonna have a new coaching staff. McCarthy about to mess this man up thinking he Aaron Rodgers or something, and this man is not Aaron Rodgers. So yeah, we about to really see what Dak is made of this year. And I don't think he's built like that. I really think, he's about to be overpaid extremely. This man really could ask for whatever he want because he put Dallas in a position that, yeah, I mean, y'all might as well get this man a blank check. Let him sign what he want to sign. Let this man sign for $100 million a year if he really want to. I mean, honestly, Dallas ain't got no choice because at the end of the day, if this man walks, that's gonna look so bad on the organization, and Jerry don't want that stain. So Jerry, please believe he about to reach into that pocket eventually. Dak probably gonna break a record, and y'all gonna see it. Dak's probably gonna be the highest paid quarterback in the division, which y'all go ahead and pay that to the third top quarterback in the division if y'all want to, because, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But that's gonna follow y'all down a long way. Anyways, next, let's go and talk about this fourth quarterback, which I think he trash. I'm sorry. I mean, he looked good at Ohio and everything like that, but in this league right now, this league got a different kind of speed. And Dwayne Haskins, I don't think he up for the challenge right now. So, with that being said, I gotta put him fourth. I mean, honestly. All right, so that's kind of my review on kind of just the top-down perspective on everything. That's my owner's view, that's my GM view, that's my coach's view, and then you got my quarterback view. So putting everything all in order, I definitely, of course, y'all know who gonna take the division. We don't need to ask for it. But again, we're gonna get disrespected. We get disrespected every year. The media disrespects us. Everybody gonna disrespect us. So we ain't worried about none of that. We gonna overachieve again. I think there's gonna be some underachievers, which definitely Dallas is gonna fit that category. I do think the Giants are gonna get better. I do think the Washington Redskins are gonna get better just because they were so trash last year. So with that kind of, being all brought out, I definitely feel as though the division's going to go like this year. Now, I definitely think the Eagles are going to get number one, okay? Number two, that's kind of, it can go either way. I would not be shocked if the Giants made more noise than the Dallas Cowboys. And that's kind of how I feel, just based off of quarterback play. And then Joe Judge being an anomaly. I don't know what he's about to bring. I mean, I don't really know what the Giants is about to unveil or pull out, pull behind the curtain this year. We about to find out. But I know what Dallas got, and Dallas got a whole bunch of overpaid underachievers. And that happens year after year. So I would not be shocked this year if the Giants somehow leapfrog the Dallas Cowboys for the second spot. And that's for real, for real. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and say it's about tied up. It's about knotted up between Dallas and the Giants. Honestly, if I had to go ahead and throw in my review right now, my opinion, and we could review back on this later on, after the season's laid out. But if I'm going to throw out my pick, I'm going to go ahead and say Dallas is going to be number 3. Let's go with the Giants number 2 and Washington number 4. So let's put it in order like this. Let's drop it like this because that's what I really feel. And until I see otherwise, that's what it's going to be. So Dallas, y'all need to step up because y'all been underachieving every year. The Giants, we own y'all. Washington, y'all straight trash. So again, feel free. Hopefully you like this content today. I know I brought a little more, hopefully, than the first video I dropped out. Again, you could expect this type of stuff because I'm going to push the stuff that I'm feeling. I'm going to push the stuff that, that the community's talking about. One of the things y'all going to understand is we here. The Eagles is in the building. So stay with that notion. Holla at me. Feel free. Hit that subscribe because you know what time it is. You rocking with your boy Philly Notion.